Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Cougar-licious Clubhouse, where we feature women who stand in their own power, celebrate the divine diva, and enjoys a little eye candy. And am I so excited on this episode today because I got double eye candy today. Yes, I'm so excited. We have our guest, Bobby Stikx, who's a fabulous comedian here in Las Vegas. You can see him all around town, and he has got the charm of a charmer. I'm telling you, he's the best. And we also have Tyler Teresi. Tyler is not only a comedian, he's also a writer and a musician that he performs again all around town, and he's going to be telling you about some of his special projects. And as you know, my name is Donna Joy, and I'm your host. And you know, I am a full-blooded, red-headed, blue-eyed Italian, and I am so Italian, I need olive oil the way most people need Wi-Fi.
Cougar-licious, in my power I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all the eye candy under the moonlight. Oh, Cougar-licious, watch me take my stand, grooving to the beat. Come and take my hand.
Okay, we got this, guys. Do we have this going? Yes, we do.
Cougar-licious.
Yeah, Cougar-licious.
Cougar-licious.
Welcome, everybody. Yes, again, we have a fabulous show for you today. I'm so excited. But first, before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsors for the show. Love our sponsors. Laurel Caprio from Coldwell Banker Realty. We had Mike Abrahamian from Ledgerly. We have Jennifer Campagna from Web&Funnel, and Lisa Hamilton from Huddle Brewing, right down there at the Arts District. I think we all know where that is.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, our friends at Linder Health Skincare. Linder Health, it's healthcare for your skin. I've been using it for years and I just love it. And if you go to linderhealth.com/Donna, order some product, you'll get a free gift. Just like saying Donna sent you. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody who is liking and sharing and subscribing to this channel. We grow every single week. Yes, we do. Oh, I hit the wrong one. But anyway, it should be applause. Let's go with the applause. There we go.
There it is.
With our fabulous sound machine. Thank you. When you subscribe, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and you will not miss an episode. And we love to have you. And again, thank you so much to help our channel continue to grow. So, without any further ado, we have Mr. Bobby Stikx.
Hey, how's it going now? Bobby Stikx in the building. How's it going? How are y'all lovely people doing this evening?
Yes, and we have Tyler Teresi.
Hello, everybody. So excited to be here.
And our high-tech sound machine.
We love the high-tech sound machine.
Hey, you can't beat this,
I got to find out where I can get one of those.
You have to go back to 1975.
Time machine it is.
That retro technology is becoming more and more popular now, so that's going to be big money in a year or so.
I think so. You
100%.
think?
Keep it.
Yeah. I should probably put this on my website.
Yeah.
And just try to sell it.
Autograph it. Yeah,
Autograph it. And it'll
If
be
you
done. Sound
thousands,
machine.
heck yeah.
Yes.
It'd be like the great Donna Joy has signed this thing over here, $1,000, to start,
Sold. Okay.
So you had your name in the URL of one of the sponsors. That's when you know you're making it big.
With
when
the
you've got
QR
your
code
name.
and all
Yeah,
that?
you can
Yes.
use your name as a promo code. People are going to buy that for sure. You got big name recognition.
Big name recognition.
People
We're
know
talking
that.
big. We're talking
There it
big.
is.
Okay. Well, we all go back
Yes,
quite
we
a
do.
while, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a few years.
I met you when Wise Guys opened in the Arts District over there.
that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's how long I've been doing comedy, 5 years. And I met you. I was like, who is this nice little lady, with the big, and that's that wants to be the Cougar-licious lady. I censored myself. I said titties. And I was like, you are great. And we became friends. And I told you a little bit of my upbringing, how I grew up with Italian folks and all this. And I was like, I just fell in love with you, And you was always great from when I first met you.
Always sweet, always very positive, always.
I appreciate that.
And then we saw each other again, I think, at Artifice. We used to do Artifice as well.
Artifice was great. And they changed Artifice artificial lot. You know, it's now called the Doberman.
Oh, is
and
it?
drinks are now $35 over there. There's no stage, and it's just like, whoa, this place has changed. I was like, what happened to all the grime? I was like, where are all the stickers? I had 2 stickers, you know, over here, and I was like, everything's gone. But that's just how stuff changes that quick. It's crazy.
And that's it. You know, if you don't like change, you can't stay in Vegas, I think. You
Yeah,
know, it's like every other week is something new is coming up, coming down, and
Building
going
up.
up.
Yeah.
That's
This
fine.
is the truth.
Are you originally from Las Vegas?
I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. I've been out here 42 years, you know, so I've
Wow.
seen a lot of change. You
I'll
know?
bet you have.
And it's just like, okay, so I grew up in an era and it was like all desert when I was a kid, like Sunset Station area. That's where I grew up, you know, Green Valley area, you know, so there was nothing where the mall was at, Sunset Station, PepCon was there, and it blew up. That PepCon was that where they built rocket fuel for NASA, and one day it just blew and exploded in 1989. You
No
know?
way.
It would have killed like hundreds of thousands of people if that was going on now.
Oh man, I thought you meant
Oh.
blew up as in like really became successful, but no, you meant blew
No,
up
I
as
went
in building
kaboom,
blew
like
up.
mushroom clouds, and the mushroom cloud blew up. And matter of fact, it ruined my house, you know, and all the neighborhoods that were
Is that
adjacent over
right?
there. Yeah, it blew all the windows out and everything. Yeah, cracked the
Wow.
foundation and stuff. So yeah.
What, somebody just flipped the wrong switch?
No, it was a fire, and the fire caught the rocket fuel, and then they said get out, and the guy was trying to shut down the valves and stuff like that, and he was the lone survivor, and he saved a lot of people that day.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about you, Tyler? You're from Vegas as well, right?
Yeah, born and raised. Yeah.
Born and raised.
Been
Oh,
here.
I got 2.
Vegas in the building.
Yeah, Vegas in the
100%.
building. Represent.
Heck,
Represent.
yeah.
Seen a lot of change here myself. Yeah, been not as many years on Bobby, but yeah, still in the years that I've been alive, seen plenty of change. All the neighborhoods going up and all the dirt roads that have been changed into.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I live in the Summerlin area,
Okay.
and I understand that that's a pretty newly developed in comparison to.
Yeah,
it's a
kind
pretty
of
new.
like Mountain's Edge is pretty new, but like Summerlin, that was like the next big community that came up after like Green Valley. I guess they did whatever they did over there, and they're like, oh, you came from Green Valley, you must have money. Not really. I had just enough money to get around, but it's just like then they built Summerlin. It's like, oh wow, Summerlin is the next big thing, and they got the mall, they have all kind of stuff over there. But now they have like Mountain's Edge, and they have all these other communities like the South End is like Southwest it's booming out there.
Yeah, they
Good
just
grief.
keep expanding, and they keep putting casinos
Yeah.
in along the 215 too.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be kind of like.
Now they got Durango over here, and you know, it just popped
yeah.
up, and that's a beautiful casino over there.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I wish they'd put a showroom in there, don't you?
Oh, that'd be really
Yeah.
nice.
They would be, you know, they just need the people to show and have some talent over there, and then yeah, that'd be
Oh,
excellent.
we're here.
Excellent,
right?
you
We're on
know,
that
but it's
corner,
just like
yeah.
we can just do the thing, but it's just like I want to see Vegas continue to do what they used to do like in the 70s and like in the 80s, like it was just very showy, but now it's like you have to have so much behind it. You have to have so commercialized and everything is so commercial, but it's like some underground stuff is just perfect, you know. I like the underground stuff.
Well, I remember Vegas when I used to come and
Back
visit
in the day.
Vegas back in the day. Yeah, before the two of you were even around.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
What, like 1 or 2 years?
Yeah.
One or 2 years. But no, Vegas was the place to go. If
Yeah.
you were going to go and you were going to highline it and you were going to sparkle and you were, you know, it was so much more sophisticated.
Class.
Yeah, and a lot of class. I mean, you
Yeah.
dressed. I mean, you actually had a wardrobe for Vegas.
Sure.
You know, when you came here. And the showrooms were fantastic. And of course, now what I really like is, and again, being in my age group, there are a lot of retired entertainers that
Oh, yeah.
you know that performed here, which is very exciting. You can go almost anywhere and see these people perform.
Yeah.
They're still vibrant. They're still relevant. It's just exciting. It's a young city.
And
as far
that's
as
the
I'm
good
sure.
thing about Vegas right there. Everybody always wants to come here. Everybody wants to be a part of it, but they said Vegas is dead. I was on the Strip 2 days ago. When is that? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday I went to go see a concert. Okay, Wu-Tang Clan. They're from New York. Okay, I went to go see one of the artists, Jizza. There was so many people there. I'm like, Vegas is not dead, Tyler.
No.
Vegas is thriving, you know?
Yeah, still plenty of opportunity
Absolutely.
too. Yeah, with the amount of
Yeah.
growth that we're doing too. I mean, the sports teams coming in, the amount of development that we have.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a real key to the transition is what they're doing with the sports.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're making it a sports capital of the world.
But they're putting all the stadiums right across the street from each other.
That is
And
odd, yeah.
and where are you going to go? Where are you going to
Poor
park?
business
How are you
decision.
going to get? Yeah, it's just like, come on, guys.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll have Ubers. Uber's going to make a killing on it. Taxis are going to make a killing.
You're going to have to do something. They're going to have to put some kind of tram system. That'd be awesome, you know, to
A
get
tram
from place
system.
to place.
Kind of like what they have
monorail.
with the monorail. They need
Exactly.
another one, yeah, to
And
kind of
if-
get you
and
around.
if those touched each stadium and made that lap and loop around, that'd be perfect. You know?
Well, we'll write that down. Let's write that down. We can put that
100%.
Try to get
Put
Las
that
Vegas
to
to
the-
do public transportation. Good luck with that. We can write it down as many times as we want. I don't know how well that's going to go. You want public transportation? We'll build a tunnel underground that cars can only use.
Yeah.
That's our strategy right now.
Yeah, that's it right there. And you have to have the Tesla to do that.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly.
And then there's still traffic jams in there too.
I
ain't
know.
gonna speak on it, but I don't have a Tesla. I just heard. Wah, 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 wah. I know.
Perfect. State of the art.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like, damn, you know, we're trying to make public transportation and get around easily, but it's like, you know, we'll see once the construction and everything gets done, hopefully.
Well, let me tell you, in comparison to Southern California, the public transportation here is great.
Oh, good.
It really
Really?
is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the bus systems were terrible. They had one trolley and just kind of like, it doesn't work.
Hours and
Never
hours.
worked.
The
Yeah.
wait time was just probably like, come on,
And they
guys.
have an airport that has one runway.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
wow.
It says one runway airport. And they keep expanding the airport. I go, what are you doing?
Dang.
It needs more than one runway.
Yeah, yeah, people
and a
don't-
curfew.
We got a big airport. We're doing well somewhere. But yeah, it makes sense. I mean, our public transportation system, or at least the buses, they just follow straight lines down each of the roads. So I guess it's one of those things you got to move out of the city to see that maybe we don't have it so bad. But a train would be nice. I would put a lot of
Yes,
money
a
into a train.
train
if
would
I
be
was a
nice. I
donor.
would be.
Yeah,
I was
back and
interested. I was actually very surprised that it didn't have a train.
It'd be so easy. Atlanta does a straight up and down, left and right. If we had that here, it'd be so great for the valley.
Because people
Yeah.
could get around more efficiently, you know, if you got to get to Summerlin, you know, from Henderson,
Right.
whatever the case, then you jump on the train, you over there, and then you shoot back. Yeah, that's perfect, you know.
And it was a train depot at one point. There, I mean, when Vegas was first,
A long time ago, but it's like they use it
it was
for,
like a train stop.
Yeah.
I mean, when they had, I mean, this is going back like the 1900s.
It was a major railroad, you know. and
Right.
That's how Vegas started, you know, in 1900, you know.
Right.
And it was like there was 40 people that lived in Vegas, and then the next year there's like seriously, like
Yeah.
that's the history. And then it's like they heard that there was gambling here, and it's like, hey guys, you know you can gamble in this fucking desert. Excuse my life. But and then they just kept coming, and then they kept going, and then the showgirls came, and then it glitz, and then the other guys found out about it, and then it's like Vegas, you know. That's the birth
And
of
the
it.
other guys.
The other
I mean,
guys.
the other guys.
The
The other guys found out about it.
What do we know? And then
My people.
Great place to bury people. Let's hang out here for a little while.
Hey. But it's just like
This is the
that's
story of my people
and
here
so
now, Bobby.
so
Come on now.
But now you know. So now you've always known, and it's just like that's why the city is so glitz and glamour, and they have that mystique
Yes.
behind it. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is the place that I'm from, and that's like I know the history.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
That's really where I connected with Vegas. You know, was through the Italian culture
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all of the iconic performers, Sinatra,
Sinatra,
and
that's life.
Dean Martin,
Yes.
and all those people.
whole Rat Pack.
Yeah, the whole Rat Pack scene.
Yeah.
That was all part of the whole mystique and the
Yeah.
charisma about Las Vegas.
Vegas, man.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tyler, you are a writer and you also have a background in education. I know we
do.
talked about that.
Yes.
And how did you make all this transfer into comedy? I mean, what was your deal there? Why?
That's a good question.
What happened, Tyler?
I guess writing, I'm taking in a bunch of information at one time. I write about a bunch of random stuff from like probate law into like dental offices and stuff like that. I know it sounds super exciting, super comedic. But then teaching too, like there's a lot of things that happen throughout the day, a lot of observations you can make. So taking in a bunch of information, having a bunch of observations that I would just think are funny. And then, yeah, brought that into comedy and just kind of enjoyed making my friends laugh and figured I'd try it out, see if I can do it on stage. But, you know, coming from like a little bit of a writing background, I enjoyed the writing aspect of comedy a lot. Even though I'm not as natural of a performer, I definitely enjoy writing jokes and figuring out the formula there to be able to get people to laugh a little bit.
Oh,
So
I don't know.
right.
I think he's a pretty natural performer.
No,
don't
you're
you?
good.
I
mean,
appreciate that. I didn't do that for fishing for compliments, but thank you.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I mean, and actually, really, what defines, you know, the character of a performer? I mean, it's who you are.
Everybody has their own style.
Exactly.
Everybody has their own, you know, forte and their own topics that they're good at, and you know, and especially if you're a writer, you have all that more information, you know, to talk about, you
Yeah.
know, just cool stuff. Even though it seems nerdy or whatever the case is, you can flip that though and make that, man, you can, that's what writing is about.
Yeah,
Right there.
I mean, I know that. Tyler has you have a very dry sense of humor. I think
Love that.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's very dry delivery. And I remember one joke. I don't even think it was a joke. It was really more of an observation. And it was when he was teaching, and he would just look at the students and say, okay, during recess or something, he'd say, okay, now go out there and try to fit in. This type of thing.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that was a tough one. Yeah, if I were to have a kid, I'd be like, oh, go fit in. Or like if I had if I had a goth child, I wish I had a goth child. That way it would just be a lot more fun and interesting than having a standard kid that would easily fit in.
Yeah. And that had to come from your observation of watching kids, because it was elementary school that you taught.
Middle school.
Middle school, well.
Yeah,
So
but
they're
still, that's the
developing.
age of trying to fit in.
Yeah, they're trying to develop. They're trying to
to
figure out what they want to do.
Exactly.
I remember my middle school days.
You got to be over the top. You got to perform for the other kids to try to get the other ones to like you.
Yeah,
and,
do
this
something
whole
weird and
process.
make it. Oh yeah, he's fun. He's funny. He's like this, or he's
Class
quiet,
clowns.
or
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
Yeah, and did you ever get in trouble? Bobby, did you ever get in trouble in school?
Yes, I did.
I can't imagine that.
Like, I was real quiet up until about 7th grade. And at the 7th grade mark, I was like, I got to make some friends. So I made some friends, and then I started getting in trouble, with the wrong crowd type stuff. And then I used to like skip class and, different things like that, and talk to the teachers a little recklessly, so they're just like, hey. And then my mom, gave me a swift backhand, and told me to get my together. And I kind of started getting it together a little bit, Started playing sports, and I was like, okay, cool.
What did you play?
I played football, wrestled, weight training, and a little track and stuff like that. So it was good.
Nice. Star athlete.
Yeah. So it was good. Like, I tried out for basketball, and they were like, okay, right-handed layups. So, okay, I can do that. Okay, left-handed layups. I'm like, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be playing basketball. I was just so uncoordinated. I was like, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, damn.
You
back
play
to rest.
50% basketball.
Yeah, 50%. It's like I can shoot from the outside, I can drive, I can get rebounds, but left-handed, that was it for me. So that was the end of my basketball hoop dreams that ended that day. And I was like, yo. So I just kept going, and I was kind of funny and outspoken, and I did a lot of things.
And so is this what helped you translate into
No,
comedy?
I went through like major brain surgeries like in 2004. Like, I almost died, right? So
Really?
I had a tumor in my head the size of a golf ball right behind my eyes. So I went through a transitional moment in my life. I was really affiliated with.
How old were you?
20.
20?
Yeah, I was really, getting deeper and deeper into my own madness, we'll put it like that. And then that happened, I turned my life over to the Lord, like for real. And then after a while, I started ministering the gospel. And then I got married, got divorced in the church. And then I was like, what do I do now? Now I'm like alone, like for real. And then there's like improv, classes. So I was like, I want to try improv.
Good for you.
I did it, and it was fun. And then COVID hit, and I was like, what the fuck? And then everything closed. And then when it started opening up, there was a comedy open mic place, called Extreme Comedy Club, with Billy Bob and those guys. And I started telling jokes, and I've been doing it for 5 years ever since then, And a couple of months later down the road, that's when I met you, Ms. Donna Joy.
Yeah.
And, we put it, and then that's where I met you,
Yeah.
And it's just like we just built up from there. So it was awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. It is amazing the way, life's journeys, the roads that it takes us down, and the people
100%.
that we meet along the way, and all of that. And Tyler, you used to perform, was it at the Happy Earth? Is that what the
Happy Earth Market.
The Happy Earth Market?
That was
fun
so
little
cool
community
then.
space.
Yeah,
That was a
cool
really
time.
cool example of just bringing people together for
Love that
a
place.
community involved space. It was a little market where they would sell stuff, but they had the open mic on Fridays, and had a bunch of different acts and performers of all walks of life. So
Yeah.
that place was really fun.
And you're still very much involved with community activities.
Yeah, I try my best to be. I'm part of a group. We're called Las Vegas Liberation. We do a lot of mutual aid work where we'll go distribute food to folks on the streets. We do that weekly. And then we have a monthly clothing and like resource share. We'll give out like hygiene products, blankets, more food, things like that. So definitely trying to make that a big part of my life.
And so do you have a center, or no? I'm gonna give you an applause on that one.
Thank you. That's why I do it. I do it to make myself sound good, not to actually help people. I do it for the applause.
I just want to
I just want the clout.
Yeah, the clout.
Do you have a center where people can donate these things? Or?
One day. We have a website. If people want to donate clothes that's clean and usable, then yeah, there's a link that we can that you can fill out a form, and we'll go like schedule a pickup for folks. But yeah, the goal is one day to have a center. Right now, we do a lot of operation, just like meeting up in a single spot and then driving around to people. And the big part of it is that people utilize their own spaces.
So if a person has something that they want to donate,
Yeah.
they contact you through what? What is the link?
Yes, if you go to LasVegasLiberation.org.
LasVegasLiberation.org. Okay.
Yep, you can go to donate, and then on that page, you'll see what we take, what we don't take, and then there's a link that says request a pickup, and then you can fill that out on the form, and then we'll reach back out to you to schedule a time to come grab
Wow, and how many people do you have on your team to do this?
It varies. I would say we have 10 to 15 people consistently, but I think the value in it is that people jump in and out when they can, and it keeps us going and keeps it more sustainable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's when it builds up. It just starts off like a grassroots kind of thing, 10 people, and then that blossoms because those 10 people know at least one person,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
And if that keeps going, and then it's like a snowball effect. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you distribute throughout the valley?
Yeah, we have a few spots that we go to. Like I said, we help a lot of folks on the streets, so we kind of know where people hang out and where to go to distribute the meals.
That's cool.
But yeah, we do a physical location where we'll set up, whether it's like a park or a community center, and we'll give out clothes and blankets on tables.
So the
to
people
folks.
who you're helping live within that community, so they kind of know when you're going to be there.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll know where to find people and vice versa.
And do you do that like on every other Saturday or something, so that they know this is where they go for all of it?
Yeah, we have the one share that's every second Saturday of each month, and then we have one that's every Sunday where we drive around and give out food.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Awesome.
That
There we go. That's why I
deserves
do it.
it. That's why we do it. That's
Do
why we
everything
do
for the
it.
clout.
Exactly, 100%.
Yes.
No, but that's actually really
that's
good,
a
man.
long applause, and you deserve that. And
appreciate
Bobby, are you performing? Where are you performing?
Yes, so tomorrow I'm going to go try to hang out with Kitty Pineapple over there at Town Square at Noi Pits, and I just happened to see her, and I was like, okay, cool. So she said every Wednesday, so I'll probably be over there tomorrow.
Every Wednesday at 7:30.
Every Wednesday 7:30, so I'll be there tomorrow. And then I have 2 shows coming up here in
Tell
December,
us.
so there's one with Summer Sinclair.
Yes.
And it's at a place of 1 Charleston something Boulevard. Sorry, I'm pulling out my phone. I don't have the information. And then I have a show with Steve McAnally. Okay, it's going to be at a place called the Hideaway Lounge. And this is going to be 1 East Charleston. It's going to be November 22nd. So, yeah, we'll be over there.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then McAnally?
And
Steve
McAnally, yeah, it's going to be December 20th. So that's going to be an awesome
December 20th.
December
Yes,
20th, right before Christmas show. It's going to be so much fun. I know a lot of people that work in that industry and like work at Big Dog, so it's going to be so much fun.
Oh, it's a Big Dog.
Yeah, it's a Big Dog.
What is it called? Big Dog Brewing?
Big Dog Brewing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's way up north, but it's such a nice room. The way they do it, they have the restaurant, and then like they have the stage right there, and it's like there's so many people and they're all listening. So I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's gonna
I've been
be-
to Big Dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's really a good.
It's
good
a great room,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's fun, and the community really comes out. So yeah, I'm excited about
Well,
that one
that's
right there.
great. I have to get Steve. I've been trying to get Steve McAnally on this show.
Oh, he'd
that'd be
love it.
great,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
Oh, he'd be
I
good.
keep hounding him, but and he's always busy. He's
He's
always
got nights
producing
games and
shit.
he's ringing the bell to the nights. He's
I
doing like
know.
all kind of stuff. I was like, look at Steve. I was like, okay, cool. I know some pretty big time people in the city, and I've been knowing you, and you're a big time person.
Oh, yeah,
you're
yeah.
a pillar in the community, Tyler.
Appreciate that. I
You
appreciate
know what
that.
I mean? Like for real.
And
you
your
know?
positive energy every room you walk in.
That's what I have to
Yeah,
do.
feel better,
Be
man.
lovely, not ugly. That's what I always tell
Be
people.
lovely, not ugly. Be lovely, not ugly.
Be lovely,
that.
not ugly. I'll say that again and again and again because you just got to be lovely on the outside, man, and on the inside. But it's just like be lovely wherever you go and not ugly. I don't care how fine you are. If you do some ugly stuff, then it's just like it changes the whole atmosphere of the person.
It does.
It
It
really
does. And what's always nice that I always like is, and I would tell this to people all the time. When you walk into a room, you want people to come to you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want people to smile, that they're happy to see you, and they come towards you. What you don't want is for people to walk back
away.
up.
Uh-huh.
You know, but that will give you an indication, you know,
Yeah.
as to whether you're lovely or ugly.
100%.
You know, this type of
People
thing.
pick up on it quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I'm not so lovely, people are like, "You all right? What's wrong with you?" And it's like they know, like the vibes change,
Yeah.
or like they feel that there's something off, and then they can tell.
And I think that's so important in today's world, that we just need to be a little nicer to each other.
100%.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Understand people's energies, trying to exude positive energies.
Yeah, man.
Reach out to people when you feel like their energy isn't the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, look out for each other.
Yeah, be
Look out for
kind.
each other.
Yeah.
Be kind to each other.
That's what it is.
Yes, absolutely. That's for us.
100%.
That's for us.
All of us.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Fellas, we're running out of time. I've got to do a little bit more housekeeping, and then we'll come back
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
we'll just say our goodbyes, okay?
Okay.
But my goodness, goodness. Okay. Yes. Everybody always asks me all the time, what's going on? Where are the events? What's happening in town? And where do I get to see the show? All you have to do is go on to my website, Cougarlicious.com. That's it. Just go to the website and you'll see you can sign up for a newsletter. You get free download of my silly little book. You get a link directly to this show. You get to find out where the events are, what's happening in town, and you have my little online store where you could get your Cougar-licious panties, you could get wine glasses, you could get hats, you could get t-shirts, and all types of things. But I also want to invite everyone to go on to the online store, because I have a special promotion going on. Yes, if they go on to the store and they buy an item, like for instance our lovely little Cougar-licious cup where it says "Stand in Your Power," take a picture of you with the item, okay, and email it to me at donnajoy@cougarlicious.com. It's on the website. We will send you a link to my special online holiday cocktail party.
Hey.
Yes, we're going to do that on December the 14th.
Okay.
Yes, so if you go online and you order a product, you'll get a direct link to that party on December the 14th. I'm going to have 2 times because I have people who watch the show from the East Coast, the West Coast,
Midwest.
Midwest, yes, Midwest, mid-country.
In the middle, you know.
In the middle. I mean, they're in all time zones.
Sure.
So we're going to have two slated hours, and anybody who sends me a picture with an item gets invited to the party. It'll be a lot of fun. It's just going to be a lot of fun because
Okay.
I just really like to have our community kind of get to know each other a little bit as
very
well.
good.
And also, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Yes, once again, with Caldwell Banker, Go Ledgerly, Web&Funnel, Huddle Brewing, and of course, Linder Health Skincare. There they are. Yes, skincare, healthcare for your skin. And again, just a quick reminder to like, share, and subscribe. That's right. We keep building the channel every single week, and I appreciate every single one of you because you just keep us growing, and it keeps shows like this keep coming on the air. Thank you so much. And fellas, that's it. I want to thank Tyler Teresi and I want to thank Bobby Stikx for sharing this time with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yes.
us. This was an honor.
I loved it, and it was beautiful, and it just had a great time.
Yeah.
Great.
Cheers to you, Donna.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
See you later.
Look at that. Oh, that was a-